Hey guys, it's me, Jam Sankith, here on F1 Championship Edition for the third round of the career mode in Season 3 here in the Australian Grand Prix. I'm not the quickest this weekend, which means I'm probably not going to win here 3 in a row here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run lighter on my fuel strategy in this session to hopefully get near the front, get on pole position, near the front, and try and win the Grand Prix from there. You know, but also I'm trying to get 2 videos out a day, so this one might go out early and maybe have one out later, so I'm just hoping I'm not, you know, maybe with a couple hours apart from each other, but I think I might just keep 1 video a day until I manage to get scheduled videos available so I can schedule them for certain times. So yeah, that's what I'm planning on doing, and we're deep into the end of Sector 1 there. But yeah, it's not much of a problem. Well, it is a bit of a problem, but not too much, because I'm still going to be a lot quicker. Because I'm running a lighter fuel than everyone else. And you might notice that I might be braking earlier, but that's because the track's a bit difficult to see, because it's, like I say, it is darker when I'm recording my videos, because the track on the recording as I'm looking at it now is grey on the recording, but on my screen it's sort of the same colour as the tyre, in a way. So yeah, that's probably why I brake a bit deep or a bit early, but we'll get a few laps in. This is going to be his first run of 2 laps here. I'm going to try and get 2 laps in, providing we don't smack it into the barrier or something like that. But yeah, we're going to get 2 laps in, even if they're slower or quicker than each other, but it's not a problem. And this lap's going to be a 1:28.2. Now that's not my quickest, and my quickest at this track is nowhere near good, but as in Bahrain it was one of my good tracks. Malaysia wasn't so good, but look, Raikkonen's beating our time, which is good news for the Finn in the McLaren. And Massa now, who we are 8 points ahead in the World Championship standings after 2 rounds, is now gone quickest. Almost forgot what I was going to say. We're going quicker in Sector 1 by 3/10, so that's going to be a good lap. And Michael Schumacher, the guy we beat to win the Malaysian Grand Prix, is currently on pole position so far. As we run very wide, we clip the barrier, no damage on the car. I don't think that I think I might as well just pit this time, because this lap, I'll tell you what, we'll go for another lap after this. Yeah, we'll go for another lap after this to see where we can get, because I'm liking the fact that I'm doing qualifying in these races now, because it adds a bit more to the video, and the fact that it's in HD as well. I'm loving the fact that it is in HD. So yeah, here we go, around the final corner for this second lap in qualifying. I don't traditionally do more than 1 lap in qualifying, but that still wasn't enough. But we still went quicker than his last lap. I think everyone else has gone for the same strategy as we have. Oh no, right, we'll just return to garage there, not continue, but return to garage. Yeah, advance time just a little bit to 7, about, oh boy. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get higher than 8th position here, because now it's sort of raining. That's not a bad first corner. We got a bit sideways coming out of the first corner, and I've just seems to always be able to hit my headset. I don't understand why. This is not going to be a good lap, no. I think with the weather as it getting as it is, I don't think we're going to be able to go any quicker, and we're not this time by. So hang on, is it going to be? Yeah, we're not going to go any quicker. That's it. Qualifying done. We're in 8th position. We've been out qualified by his teammate for the first time this season. Well done, Jenson Button. And well, I did enjoy it, to be honest, but look at 3 Brits there, and I'm in the middle of them. 8th position. Not looking good for how we started the first few 2 races off, but this isn't a problem. It's not really a problem to me finishing qualifying 8th, because I know it's not one of my best tracks. Hopefully we can have a decent race here. 6 laps, we're in 8th position. Can we score points? because I'm trying to score points in every Grand Prix that we start this season. And the lights are on. We've got all 5 lights on now. And we're away here in Melbourne, Australia. Can we get a good jump on Jensen Button down into turn 1? We're ahead of him at the minute. Can I get deep on the brakes? Not quite. We've made contact with the McLaren of Kimi Raikkonen. But yeah, there's problems at turn 1. I think he was on about Montero. We're deep on the brakes up at turn 3. I was hoping we won't lose anything on Montoya, but we tapped him through that part. I'm going to slowly back off here because I don't want no... That's going to be a front wing change when we do pit that, of course. Whoa, early on the brakes there for Juan Pablo. We're pushing wide. But can we get around him for 5th position? Yes, we can. I'm going to say we're going to pit now. At the end of this lap. To get out, hopefully, in some free air. But it's not going to be quick because they're going to be changing the front wing. So it's not turned out to be the best Grand Prix for us so far. We losing. It feels like a bit of a lost downforce on this car. You know, with the front wing being like it is, of course it will be. But yeah, let's hopefully nobody smashes into the back of me down here, because that's happened plenty of times before. I'm hoping we can get back in the points after this, so, you know, and score some decent points here in Melbourne and move on to San Marino and hopefully get a decent finish there. So we're coming to the pits now. Can we make a decent pit stop? We've got front wing damage thanks to a problem with Juan Pablo Montoya at the end of the... well, on the first lap of the Grand Prix. Come on, come on. Why do you need to wait to get the jack on the car? That's just... that's just not pathetic. That's just weird, isn't it? There we go. 13.7 seconds. Yeah, we've got a lot of work to do now. A lot of work to do. Because we're out ahead of Klein. Oh, that's always a good thing. We're out ahead of Christian Klein in the Red Bull racing Ferrari, is it, in this season? I'm not right sure, but I'm recording this on the day of the qualifying of the Formula 1 Belgian Grand Prix 2015, of course. But yeah, hopefully this race can turn out to be a decent race now after our first lap. Can we get... I'm just aiming to score a point. Because, you know, at least 1 point. Because I know we're quick, but it's just we're not as quick as like the likes of the Ferraris and the Renaults. But where Massa is at the minute in 4th position, I'm happy for him to stay there considering we are 8 points behind. Well, 8 points ahead of him, sorry. But yeah, it's not been the best of Grand Prix so far. But you can't win them all. Somebody's just messaged me. I'll have to reply after this Grand Prix, but well done, mate. You're going to be in one of my videos, and you are actually a subscriber of mine. But yeah. Yeah, let's try and win this. Well, not win this Grand Prix. Let's try and finish very well. Let's try and finish very well. It's coming up to the end of the second lap. There's Massa has pitted. But we're not out behind, well, ahead of Massa, so everyone had my idea of fuel strategy, so pit on the second lap of the Grand Prix. So okay, so yeah, that's good that they picked my same fuel strategy, but you know, so we're about a second or so behind Massa, maybe a bit more than that, which means well, Montoya wasn't that far behind Massa anyway when we made his pit stop, so we might be fighting the McLarens when they pit. But yeah, I don't know what to say about this Grand Prix. I want to be up front, I want to be winning, but you can't be winning them all. You know, we can bounce back. We've done it before. We won the first 2 Grand Prix, of course. If you haven't seen them, you know, there was very good races in my opinion, but I might be slightly biased, of course. But if you want to go watch them out, go watch them, check them out on my channel, and don't forget to subscribe neither, you know, and like this video, of course. But I just need to get into a bit of a rhythm now, which is a problem for me because I can't get into a rhythm. Ooh, that was close. Right, okay. So I'm just trying not to crash the car because I know I'm not very good here. We might not even be racing the McLarens. But don't be outraced by your teammate neither though, that's... Right, he's early on the brakes, but we're on the fresher tyres and got the momentum. Can we get past Jenson Button? He's opened up the inside. We're racing our teammate here, Jenson Button. The two Brits at Honda. We brake very late. I go deep, but we still keep ahead of Jenson. We're beautiful past there. Maybe we went a bit deeper into the corner than I would have wanted, but we're ahead of him. We didn't make any contact, I'm pretty sure of that. If we did, I'm sorry, Jenson. Please forgive me. And of course, Jenson won this Grand Prix in Season 2. So yeah, we're out behind Montoya. So yeah. So when I thought I was racing the McLarens, I thought I would have been, but not this far back from them. But we might still be on a point, because I think Jenson was around 8th when we made our pit stop. Our one and only pit stop. Don't get a penalty. Oh, thank God, I thought that would have been a penalty there. It's very risky, you know, doing that. Yeah, that might be a problem for us. Tyre wear, I didn't really think of that, because we're going to be on these tyres for 5 laps of this Grand Prix. Of this fascinating Grand Prix. I think Alonso's going to stay out to head in the lead. Either it's Alonso or Fisichella. But yeah, we should be able to score a point. Yeah, we've scored a couple points. We might lose a few positions, of course. But now we're onto the back of Raikkonen, as we did with Jenson Button on the last lap. But that McLaren just seems a little bit quicker. Get a bit of a slipstream brake around the outside now. Can I go around the inside here? This is where we make contact with Montoya. Can I get on the inside here? I don't want to risk it, but I'm going... Oh, he's just that slight bit quicker in that McLaren through there. He's a bit braver. No, we've spun it. Can we get ahead of Heitfeld? We're going to be out. We're going to be beaten by his teammate here. Yeah, I shouldn't have... I touched the grass. Made him a big mistake. I shouldn't have done that. It's alright though. Jenson does... Well, he deserves beating us, to be honest, after the first 2 Grand Prix. But yeah, but we're going to keep... If we finish where we are though, which doesn't look possible with how much we're sliding about, but if we finish in 8th position, there's a car going slowly, it's Jenson. Jenson's out. What I was going to say was if we finished in 8th, we would have continued our run of finishing exactly where we started in the first 3 Grand Prix. Schumacher's in 2nd. Fernando Alonso is leading this Grand Prix. I didn't know who he was saying because, well, I was talking over him slightly. But I'm just going to take it steady. I know I shouldn't really be taking it steady with Nick Heitfeld behind me, but, you know, I need just to get to the end of this Grand Prix. Finish this Grand Prix in 7th position, get 2 points. Massa's in 5th, so we're not losing too much. Michael Schumacher though, I think he might jump Massa. I'm not sure, because he was only like 2 points behind Felipe at that point. You know, at the point going into this Grand Prix, and then we'll move on to San Marino. See how that Grand Prix plays out. Hopefully it should be a lot easier and a lot better than the Grand Prix that we've having here in Melbourne. But is there more oil on the track? I'm trying to avoid all that. It's Jenson's oil and I ran it over. That was a scary moment, going flat out and the car just stepping sideways like that. Alonso's coming across the line to brilliantly win the Australian Grand Prix. Nobody could touch the Renaults today. And we go wide. Heitfeldt's on his inside. Nick Heitfeldt's going to pass us for 8th position on the last lap. Not unless I have something to say about it into this final couple corners. You're not going to take us that easy, Nick. And we come across the line. We're coming around final turn now. Crossing the line to finish in 7th position for the 3rd Grand Prix of the season. Is that still the championship lead? Now, right, Schumacher takes 2nd place. Alonso wins Renault's 1st Grand Prix of the season. and Alonso's first win of the season. And yeah, so Rosberg, Button, Sato and Webber out. Yeah, we're still in the lead of the championship. It's not by much, I think it's by 4 points now. Yeah, it's by 4 points we're in the lead. But I don't think Honda's winning the Constructors' Championship anymore. No, we're not. We're down by 4 points. That's okay. So, yeah, so thank you guys for watching this video. I will join you in the next video in San Marino. Thank you for watching, and until next time, goodbye.